What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach. If it's your first time dropping in, right here on this channel, we bring you up to speed on the latest news and information surrounding the crypto space. Right now, it's all about Terra Luna. And I mentioned in a live stream last night, it's all about learning right now. What can we take from all of what's transpired here over the past few weeks? And we're continuing to form various opinions and perspectives based on information coming out. But it's really important that we take something away from all this, that we learn from it. So we're going to jump in. Now, Kwon just said that dissolving the Terraform labs in Korea days before the Luna and UST crash is purely coincidental. So this was a big topic of discussion because it was kind of interesting how, Terraform Labs, the company behind Terra and UST, was dissolved in Korea just days before the Luna and UST crash. What do you think? Do you guys think it was purely coincidental, or do you think that it was maybe on purpose, given the fact that maybe Kwon knew something like this was happening? Maybe he was behind it. There's a lot of different perspectives. And I did really kind of subscribe to the BlackRock and Citadel, theory, we'll say. So that theory basically said that, they kind of manipulated the price of Terra Luna and directly impacted, UST by basically dumping on both of those charts. Now, we've seen that before from huge people like BlackRock and Citadel. But then last night, I read an article from CZ, which really made me start thinking about it a little bit more. And, he thinks that, it was probably a combination of a lot of things. So he really talked about how the, algorithmic stable coins are very flawed, right? He says even if something is collateralized by 10x, the collateral asset can crash more than 10x. Nothing is 100% stable. We saw that. He says the most stupid design flaw is thinking that minting more of an asset will increase its total value. We saw, Terra Luna try to continue to mint more of the asset. He says printing money does not create value. It just dilutes existing holders. Exponentially minting Luna made the problem a lot worse. Whoever designed this should have had their head checked. He goes on to talk about anchors, 20% fixed APY. Let's strip away all the fluffy stuff and look at fundamentals. You can use incentives to attract users to your ecosystem, but eventually you need to generate income. So he basically harped on the fact that algorithmic stablecoins were a risk, and they basically were a test, and they didn't pass this stress test. So CZ at Binance is really under the impression that Kwon didn't really do this on purpose, but he didn't respond properly when things started going south, right? The overall market started to slowly come down, and really it was coming down for a while. And we look at how long it took Terra Luna to react to the problem. It wasn't until Luna was down 99% that they tried to go into their reserves and bring back the project. It was too late. That is what CZ is saying. Others will say it's BlackRock and Citadel and market manipulation. Others will say it's Kwon. And Kwon was the mastermind behind this whole thing, and he was working in cahoots with other people. I don't know, but it's important that we have these conversations, talk it through, and again, learn from this as an investor, because there will be other instances like this that come up in the future. But basically, one last thing CZ said, when they really tried to restore the peg, this is where they screwed up in his mind. After the value of the coins had already crashed by 99% or 80 billion, they tried to use 3 billion, to come to the rescue. Of course, that didn't work. In this case, it didn't look like a scam, CZ says. It was just, sorry for the lack of more polite word, stupid. So he basically is calling out Kwon and company for just not responding the way they should and not responding fast enough. Doesn't think it was a complete scam. Let me know what you guys think down below. I love giving you all these different perspectives and letting you, then think about it and break it down in your own mind. And again, I want to hear what you have to say down below in the comment section. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video.